Welcome to Conversations for a Better You. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell to stay inspired and keep growing with us.
All right, so today we're going to be diving into this idea of muscle health
Okay.
as we age and how to maintain it.
Sounds good.
And the inspiration for today's deep dive is this video called Te enseño cómo mantener tu músculo hasta los 80. Avoid deadly sarcopenia.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, pretty intense title.
Yeah, that's it sounds pretty serious.
Yeah, so hopefully we can break it down and really understand
Right.
what is this sarcopenia thing and how can we avoid it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the video starts off by calling muscle the organ of youth. And I thought that was a really interesting way to put it.
Yeah, that is interesting because I think we tend to think of muscle as, you know, just for movement, right?
Yeah, just like aesthetics.
Yeah, exactly. But it's actually so much more than that.
So what is it about muscle that makes it so important for youthfulness?
Well, for one thing, muscle is an endocrine organ,
Okay.
which means it produces hormones.
Oh, wow.
These hormones are called myokines or exokines,
Okay.
and they basically communicate with other organs in your body.
Wow, so it's like a signaling system.
Yeah, exactly, like a communication network.
Okay.
And these signals, they go to your heart, your liver, your kidneys, even your brain.
So basically, having healthy muscles means having a healthy communication system throughout my whole body.
Exactly. When your muscles are strong and healthy,
Yeah.
they're sending out all these positive signals that keep everything else running smoothly.
That's fascinating.
But when muscles weaken, those signals can actually become detrimental.
Oh, so it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, kind of. And that brings us to sarcopenia.
Okay, yeah, so let's talk about that.
Right.
What exactly is sarcopenia?
So sarcopenia is basically when you have low muscle mass and low muscle strength.
Okay, so it's not just about size, it's about function, too.
Exactly. You need both. And while it's often linked to aging,
Yeah.
there's a big catch. Inactivity plays a huge role.
Oh, so it's not just about getting older, it's also about how we move.
Right? It's not inevitable.
Don't move as we age.
Exactly. We have more control over it than we think.
Okay, that's reassuring. But why is preventing sarcopenia so important?
Well, the consequences can be pretty serious. Sarcopenia increases your risk of all sorts of things,
Oh,
post-mobilization, even a higher risk of death.
wow.
It can really impact your quality of life as you get older.
So this is definitely something we want to avoid.
Definitely. The video mentions a study about breast cancer patients,
Okay.
and those findings are really striking.
What did they find?
They found that breast cancer patients with sarcopenia
Okay.
had higher mortality rates.
Oh, wow.
And get this, those with excess fat and low muscle had an 89% increased risk of death compared to patients with a healthier body composition.
Okay, so that's a pretty significant difference.
It is. It really highlights that maintaining muscle isn't just about vanity.
Yeah,
It's about taking care of our health in the long run.
absolutely. So how do we fight back against this?
Well, the video really emphasizes strength training.
Okay, strength training.
It's the most effective way to prevent and treat sarcopenia.
So just to be clear, walking my dog every day isn't going to cut it.
Well, walking is great for overall health,
Sure.
but it's not enough to build and maintain muscle mass.
Okay, what about all those supplements and hormone therapies you see advertised?
Again, those things might have some benefits,
Okay.
but they can't replace strength training.
Okay, got it. Strength training, it is.
Exactly.
But when should we start? Is it ever too late to catch up?
It's never too late. The earlier the better, of course.
Yeah, makes sense.
Building that muscle foundation in your younger years is a great investment.
For sure.
But even if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your muscles can still adapt and get stronger.
That is so good to hear.
It is.
I can imagine how being able to maintain that strength would make such a difference, being able to keep up with grandkids, travel with ease, stay independent.
Absolutely.
All of that.
That's really motivating.
It is. And it's not just about how much muscle you have.
Okay.
It's also about the quality of that muscle. Oh, that's interesting. So what does that mean, quality of muscle?
You want your muscles to be functional,
Okay.
able to support you in your everyday life.
So what role does protein play in all of this?
Protein is absolutely crucial,
Yeah, we always hear about protein.
especially as we get older.
Okay.
The video recommends aiming for at least 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight.
Okay, so that's a good guideline.
Yeah, especially in those later decades.
Got it. But I'm guessing that just downing protein shakes all day isn't the answer.
You're right. It's not just about how much you consume.
Okay.
It's about how your body utilizes it.
So how do we make sure our body is actually using that protein to build muscle?
Protein needs to be paired with strength training to be effective.
So strength training plus protein equals muscle growth.
Exactly. And the timing of your protein intake can make a difference too,
Oh, that's a best time to eat protein.
especially for older adults.
Okay, tell me more.
The research suggests that the best time to consume protein for muscle growth is right after a strength training session.
Oh, interesting. So like right when you're done with your workout.
Exactly. That's when your muscles are primed to absorb and utilize those amino acids.
Wow. Okay, so picture me walking out of the gym, protein shake in hand.
Perfect. But what about overdoing it on the protein?
Oh, yeah. Is that a thing?
It can be better. More isn't always better.
Okay.
Excessively high protein intake can actually suppress your appetite,
Really?
which can lead to a calorie deficit.
Oh, and we need calories to build muscle.
Exactly. Your body needs enough calories to fuel muscle growth.
Right.
If you're not getting enough, your body might start breaking down muscle for energy.
Oh, that's not good.
Not what we want.
So it's about finding that sweet spot, enough protein to support muscle growth,
Right.
but not so much that it messes with our calorie intake.
You got it.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, let's talk about hormones.
Okay.
They play a big role in all of this, right?
Definitely. Hormones are key players in muscle maintenance.
So which hormones are we talking about here?
Estrogen in women, testosterone in men,
Okay.
growth hormone, insulin, they all have a part.
So as we age and those hormone levels naturally decline,
Yeah,
does that make it harder to maintain muscle?
it can. Men's testosterone levels tend to stay stable for longer, while women experience a steeper decline with menopause.
Okay.
This is partly why sarcopenia is more common in women.
So those hormonal changes can make things a bit more challenging.
It's true, but we can still fight back effectively.
Okay, good. So strength training can still help even with those hormonal shifts.
Absolutely. Even with age-related hormonal declines,
Okay, that's good to know.
strength training can still stimulate muscle growth.
Awesome. Are there any other factors that might be important for muscle health?
There are a few. The video mentions some often overlooked factors,
Oh, like what?
like getting enough rest, having sufficient micronutrient intake,
Okay.
and staying active even outside of your workouts.
Hold on, rest. I thought more exercise was always better.
Rest is crucial, especially as we get older.
Hmm.
Our bodies need time to recover and rebuild,
Okay, that makes sense.
and hormonal changes make this recovery process even more important.
So we need to give our bodies a break sometimes.
Exactly. What about those micronutrients?
Yeah, what should we be paying attention to there?
Things like vitamin D and magnesium are essential for muscle function.
Okay,
Vitamin D deficiency has been linked to lower muscle strength,
got it.
and magnesium plays a vital role in how our muscles contract and relax.
So we need to make sure we're getting enough of those.
Exactly. And then there's this idea of staying active beyond our workouts.
Okay, so like what does that mean?
It's fascinating. Being sedentary makes your body less responsive to the benefits of exercise.
Really? So even if we're working out, sitting for long periods can still work against us.
That's right. It's all about avoiding those long stretches of sitting
Okay.
and finding ways to move your body more throughout the day.
So those little things like taking the stairs, parking further away,
Exactly.
they actually make a difference.
They do. Every little bit counts.
Wow, this is all great information.
I know, right?
I'm starting to see muscle health in a whole new light.
I'm glad. It's really empowering to realize how much influence we have over our health span.
Yeah, not just lifespan, but health span.
Exactly. It's about how well we age, not just how long.
Absolutely. So before we move on, are there any key takeaways from the video that you think are really important for people to remember?
I think the video's emphasis on having a clear goal in mind is crucial.
Okay, goals are always important.
And as we age, that goal should shift from aesthetics to functionality.
Okay, I like that. So what does that mean practically?
It's about being able to live your life to the fullest without limitations.
Yeah.
Think about having the strength and stamina to travel, play with your grandkids,
Okay.
pursue your hobbies, and maintain your independence.
Those are great goals.
They are. It's about aligning your physical health with your life
I
goals.
love that.
Instead of asking, can I build muscle at my age? The question should be, what kind of strong, capable person do I want to be in 10, 20, 30 years?
Wow, that's a fantastic question.
It shifts the focus from limitations to possibilities.
Yeah, it's about envisioning the future you want.
Exactly. And taking steps to make it a reality.
That's awesome. Well, we'll be right back with more insights from our deep dive into preventing muscle loss. Don't go anywhere.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to our deep dive on muscle health and aging. So in the last part, we talked about how important strength training is and how protein plays a crucial role.
Yeah, definitely key takeaways.
But there's still so much more to explore in this video.
Right, we're just getting started.
Okay, so one phrase that really stuck with me was cellular optimization.
Okay.
That sounds pretty complex.
It is a bit of a scientific term.
Yeah, so what does it actually mean in the context of muscle health?
Well, it all goes back to those myokines, those muscle-produced hormones we talked about.
Okay, yeah, those little messengers.
Exactly. So those myokines play a huge role in keeping our cells functioning optimally.
So it's not just about building bigger muscles, it's about making sure those muscles are healthy and sending the right signals.
You got it. Those signals help reduce chronic inflammation,
Okay.
They get rid of harmful proteins that can damage cells. They protect against DNA damage.
Wow.
They even boost your immune system.
That's incredible. So healthy muscles are like our own personal cellular defense force.
That's a great way to put it.
The stronger our muscles, the stronger our cellular protection.
Exactly. And it really highlights this amazing connection between our muscles and our overall health.
Yeah, it's like what we do for our muscles, we do for our entire body.
Exactly.
It's pretty empowering to realize how much influence we have over our health span.
It really is. Our lifestyle choices have a direct impact on how well we age.
Okay, so another concept the video emphasized was this idea of building a functional reserve.
Okay?
What does that mean in practical terms?
Think of it as a buffer against the challenges that come with aging and potential illnesses.
So it's like our body's ability to bounce back from setbacks.
Exactly. It's your resilience. And muscle plays a huge role in building that resilience.
Okay, so the stronger our muscles, the better equipped we are to handle whatever life throws our way.
Exactly. When you have strong muscles, you're better able to handle physical challenges,
Yeah.
recover from injuries more quickly, and even fight off infections better.
It's like having this built-in backup system for your body.
You got it? And the best way to build that reserve is through strength training
Strength training again.
and staying active.
Okay, so we've talked about muscle quantity and quality.
Right.
Can you remind me what's so important about the quality of our muscles?
It's not just about having big muscles. They need to be functional,
Right.
meaning they can actually do the things we need them to do.
Okay, so someone who can bench press a ton of weight might not necessarily have the same functional strength as someone who can easily get up from a chair.
That's a great example. Functional strength is about being able to move efficiently in real-world situations.
So how do we build that kind of functional strength?
Think about the movements you do every day. Squatting, lunging, pushing, pulling. Exercises that mimic these movements are key.
So it's about training for life, not just for the gym.
Exactly. It's about being strong for life, not just strong for the gym. Now, the video also talked about some things to watch out for potential pitfalls when it comes to muscle health.
Okay, pitfalls, I'm all ears.
One thing the video cautioned against was excessive protein intake.
Wait, too much protein?
While protein is essential for muscle growth, too much can actually backfire.
How is that possible?
Excessively high protein intake can suppress your appetite,
Uh,
leading to a calorie deficit. And remember, your body needs calories to fuel muscle growth.
Right, if we're not eating enough, our body might start breaking down muscle for energy.
Exactly. Not what we want.
So it's all about that balance again. Enough protein, but not too much.
You got it. And working with a qualified nutritionist or dietitian
Okay.
can be helpful in finding that balance.
Are there any other potential pitfalls to watch out for?
The video also highlighted the dangers of a sedentary lifestyle.
Right, sitting all day.
Being inactive makes your body less responsive to the benefits of exercise.
So even if we're working out, sitting for long periods can still sabotage our efforts.
That's right. It's about finding ways to move your body more throughout the day.
So all those little things, taking the stairs, walking to the mailbox, they really matter.
They absolutely do. Each little bit of movement adds up.
It's all about staying active.
Exactly.
This is so eye-opening. I feel like I'm starting to see muscle health in a whole new light.
It's amazing how much power we have to shape our own well-being.
It really is. Before we wrap up this part of the deep dive, are there any key things from the video that you think are essential for listeners to remember?
I think the video's emphasis on having a clear goal in mind is super important.
Okay.
Goals, and as we age, that goal should shift from aesthetics to functionality.
Okay, so what does that mean practically?
It's about being able to live your life to the fullest without limitations.
Okay.
Think about having the strength and stamina to travel, play with your grandkids,
Right.
pursue your hobbies, and maintain your independence.
Those are powerful goals.
They are. It's about aligning your physical health with your life goals.
I love that. So instead of asking, can I build muscle at my age?
Right.
The question should be, what kind of strong, capable person do I want to be in 10, 20, 30 years?
Exactly. It's about envisioning the future you want and taking steps to make it a reality.
That's brilliant. Well, we'll be back soon to wrap up our deep dive into preventing muscle loss. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into muscle health and aging. We've talked about the importance of strength training, the role of protein, and those amazing myokines that keep our cells happy.
Right, lots of good stuff.
But the video had even more insights to share.
It did. It's a treasure trove of information.
Okay, so one term that caught my attention was anabolic resistance.
Okay, yeah, that's a big one.
Sounds a little intimidating.
It does sound a bit technical.
So break it down for me. What is anabolic resistance?
Basically, as we age, our bodies can become less responsive to those muscle-building signals. So even if I'm doing everything right, lifting weights, eating protein, my body might not build muscle as easily as it did when I was younger.
Yeah, that's the general idea. It's a natural part of aging, but it doesn't mean we're powerless.
Okay, so what can we do to combat this anabolic resistance?
The key is to give our bodies stronger signals.
Okay, stronger signals. So what does that look like practically?
Things like progressively overloading our muscles during strength training.
Okay, so challenging ourselves.
Exactly. And making sure we're getting enough protein.
Protein always comes up.
It's essential. And optimizing other factors like sleep and hormone balance.
So it's about being strategic and working smarter, not necessarily harder.
Exactly. It's about fine-tuning our approach to match our body's changing needs.
The video also brought up something really interesting, the importance of mindset when it comes to muscle health and aging.
Oh yeah, mindset is huge.
So how does our mindset actually affect our ability to build muscle?
Our beliefs about aging can have a powerful impact on our physical health.
Really? So you're saying that if I believe I'm going to lose muscle as I age, I'm more likely to actually experience that?
It's certainly possible our thoughts influence our actions.
Okay, that's a bit mind-blowing.
It is. It highlights the power of our beliefs.
So how do we shift to a more positive and empowering mindset about aging and muscle health?
It starts with challenging those negative beliefs.
Okay, so questioning those assumptions.
Exactly. Instead of focusing on what we might lose as we age,
Yeah.
what if we focus on what we can gain?
Things like strength, vitality, resilience.
Absolutely. It's about embracing the possibilities of aging instead of fearing its limitations.
That's a powerful shift in perspective.
It is, and it can make all the difference.
Wow, this entire deep dive has been incredibly insightful and inspiring.
I'm glad to hear that.
I feel like I have a whole new understanding of how important muscle health is for aging well.
A game changer.
Any final words of wisdom for our listeners who are ready to take charge of their muscle health?
I would say this, instead of asking, can I build muscle at my age?
Yeah.
Ask yourself, what kind of strong, capable person do I want to be in 10, 20, 30 years?
That is a fantastic question. It really encourages us to think long-term and dream big.
Exactly. And remember, it's never too late to start.
Every step we take, every weight we lift, every healthy choice we make is a step towards a stronger, healthier, more vibrant future.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So let's ditch those limiting beliefs and start building the strong, capable bodies we deserve. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into preventing muscle loss.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, stay curious, stay active, and stay strong.
Thanks for joining us on Conversations for a Better You. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content to help you grow. See you next time.